Hey guys, it's Jazz Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be coloring and filling in my monthly spreads from the amandarachlee doodle planner for the time span of my university spring quarter, which will be the months of April, May, and June. I feel like this hasn't been done before, and it's something that I feel like I should put out there since it's something that I did during my winter quarter of my university, and I found it to be really useful for me. In this video, I'll be including me coloring the pages and using stickers to write down tests and quizzes, which I feel like a lot of you would be interested in if you'd like to see how I keep up with the syllabus and important dates. I'll also be filling out my quarter overview as well as a weekly spread for my first week of school if you'd like to see how I plan for the entire week. I'll be putting timestamps in the description down below if you'd like to skip ahead to a certain part. Like I said, this is just me prepping my planner for my spring quarter. I know that most of you are in this semester system, but for those of you who attend a UC, I hope you guys will get inspired from this video. So anyways, let's get started with the first part of this video. For the month of April, the spreads are these cute clouds in the sky. Each spread will consist of 5 main colors, since the mood tracker will need different colors, which you'll see soon in this video. I decided to keep the clouds simple by outlining them gray, but for the accent colors, there will be 4 different shades of blue to complement the sky background that I won't be coloring in. I'm also only outlining the clouds since I do have a darker shade of gray and don't want the spread to be colored in too much. I'll be outlining the main text with this light blue shade to contrast with the gray, as well as coloring in the calendar and the habit boxes. To be honest, you really don't need to be in a quarter system to be doing what I'm doing, but it might just be in the middle of the school year if you are in the semester. So you might have to wait until summer session or fall semester to fully fill out this spread. Or you can honestly just start doing these methods halfway through your planner if you don't want to wait. Also, I'm super sorry for that tiny little brown streak on my desk. It's something that I really can't remove. I've tried almost everything to remove it, but it seems to just stay on there. I think it's just a piece of string that happened to stay on while I was painting my desk. So if you guys have any suggestions on how I should remove it, let me know in the comments. For the mood tracker, the 5 colors will be brought back again, and I decided to range the colors from darkest to lightest. For the most part, the first part of this segment will just be me coloring or outlining everything, so sit back, relax, and hang tight until we get to the next portion. By the way, I'll be filling in this blank page later, but for now I'm focusing on coloring the spreads. Their weekly spreads are pretty repetitive, so I'll only be showing me coloring 1 week, but for this month I decided to add a light blue drop shadow to each of the boxes and coloring the dates as well. Okay, so moving on to the month of April, which are these cute little daisies. So obviously there won't be much color on these spreads. I decided to keep it minimal and do 5 shades that are very similar to each other, and I'll be doing the same stuff as I did for the month of April. Spreads in May, instead of doing a drop shadow like what I did in April, I decided to just trace and outline the boxes in this orange shade, as well as outline the date rather than coloring it in. on to the next month, which is June, which is the month that I was most excited for in this spread. As you can see, this one is a pretty heavy doodle to color in, but I decided to stay with 5 colors once again, but instead with different shades. I decided to keep this in the pastel palette. I think it's super cute and complements the doodle very nicely. And if I recall correctly, it's actually a pretty similar color palette that what Amanda used in her bullet journal spread. I decided to keep the elements and the colors of what they are pretty consistent with the rest of the weekly and main spreads. As you can see, I'll be keeping all of the plant pots yellow, any decor items like the cameras pink, purple for the pictures and posters. I think you guys get the picture. So yeah, this one's a pretty fun one. So once again, just sit back, relax, and the next segment will be me adding all the important days for all of the months, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so now that we are done coloring the 3 months of the spread, I'm gonna go back to the first month that I did, which is April, and adding all of the tests, quizzes, or appointments that I have for this month. I'll be using stickers from the Passion Planner Ready, Set, Grow sticker pack. This pack has so many stickers to choose from, and they're all functional stickers, meaning that they're good for writing on them or labeling important objectives. So these stickers I'll be using to label my tests and quiz dates. I'll then be using these other functional stickers from the smaller sticker shops, which I'll link down below for all of the appointment dates and birthdays. I love how this pack has so many color palettes to choose from, so for the month of April, I decided to go with the blue color palette to complement the spread colors. Once I finish labeling the overall month, I'll then be going into the weekly layouts and labeling each day that I have a test on. Also, I use these other stickers such as the important sticker and don't forget stickers to add a little jazz into these weekly spreads. I'll be continuing to label important dates for the months of May and June as well, so stick around for that. But if you're ready to see the overall spring quarter spread that I've sketched and drawn out myself, then you can go ahead and fast forward to that section. So now that I'm done with labeling all of my test dates, I'm going to go back to that blank page next to our goals page, and this is where I'll be adding my quarter overview. I've made a video of me doing the same exact spread for winter quarter if you'd like to check it out. Essentially, this page will be a general overview of all my classes along with their times. I find this helpful at the beginning of the quarter so you can refer to it in case you forget what times your classes, labs, or discussions are at. I label them by subject and then color code them so it's easy to keep track of which block refers to what. I decided to keep the colors the same as the April month colors that I chose since it is a page that is within the monthly layout. I really like this spread because it helps so much with organizing in your classes and knowing which times you're free, and I hope you guys like it as much as I do. Now that we're done with the quarter overview, here's where I'll be showing you an example of how I fill in my weekly spreads. I usually start off with writing down the classes and times they're at first, and then at the bottom of that, I tend to write out what I want to accomplish before the day ends. I find this helpful if you fill it out for the entire week at once, rather than just one day at a time daily, so you can really plan out your days and stay the most motivated. Alright, so now that this is done, here is the final flip through of the months of April, May, and June, all colored in for you guys, as well as my quarter overview and an example of how I do my weekly spreads. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you want to see another video like this for my summer session that starts in July. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!